Hello everyone, my name is Rohit Zaman. Today I'm going to brief about my developed web application that is for the data analysis. And now I'm going to brief it. So first of all, I'm going to show how to run it on my local PC. So as you can see here, this is the code and this is the data set and the instruction. So I'm going to first open this file. So here, as you can see here, the step one is to installation the libraries. So this is the code of Python and Streamlit is a library, and I need to install all the libraries. So how to run it? I have to open the CMD command prompt. So on the command prompt, I need to run all these instruction one by one. Okay, so like pip install Streamlit, pip install pandas, something uh, like this. Okay, so I'm not showing it now. Okay, so now let's move to the step two. So what is the step two? To run this code. So I will open this file. Okay, I, as you can see, this is the code written by me. So I will show how to run this code. Okay, now let's run this file. So for that, I need to open the CMD here. Okay, after run the CMD here, I need to write a command that is streamlit run Streamlit run and the file name. What is the file name? Python. So Rohit Python and Streamlit dot p1. Okay. So make sure that before run this line, definitely you have to install all the libraries. Okay. So now I'm gonna enter. Okay. So you will able to see here that my project is now running on the local host. Okay. So, but the problem is you cannot access this file from other terminal. So for that, what to do? We need to host this file. Okay. So and Streamlit is giving us a facility to host the any developed programs on the Streamlit the platform. Okay. So I'm gonna show how I have done it. So this is the Streamlit share.streamlit.io. On this portal, you can just simply add new app. So I just inserted my app application here, and right now this is live. You can see here. So, okay. So if anyone want to run this application, they can just simply write down this URL on his or her terminal, and they will also able to see my application. Now, so easily the Streamlit are giving us a facility to host any web application developed using Streamlit. Okay, so now I'm gonna show how to demonstrate this my developed application. So here you can see that I have create an option to insert your data set into our from our application or from our user interface. So I'm just inserting the file. So as this is on the file is on the prospective student response where this is the data set. I'm inserting it. Okay. Now the file is uploaded. Okay. So now I'm gonna do some analysis on this data set. So let's get started. So on the data set, if you want to show some columns, like I want to show 5 columns, so I will insert here 5. Okay. Then you can see here first column is shown here. Okay. So now the now here are some options to to demonstrate the data set. Like here, if you select the show descriptive statistical analysis, if I select it, uh, you can see a summary like count, mean, standard deviation, etc. Okay, so by clicking on the show dimension, so you will be able to see the total number of rows and total number of columns. And it is also important to check that is there any missing values in the data set. So that's why we can select this button. And in our data set, there is no missing value, but in some other cases, there might some missing values. So If we have any missing value, we also have options to remove the missing values. Like drop, we can drop it, or we can replace by mean or median. As on our data set, there is no missing value, so we don't need to do right now. Okay. Now, after now I have a data set. Now I want to do some visualization. So for that, you can see on the left side here the option to select some columns. So I will select all the columns. Okay. Okay. So I have selected all the columns, and I am by default the plot type is set it as line plot. Okay. So this is the line plot. So if you can choose only, suppose I want to choose only two column. Okay, so the outputs will be shown accordingly. Okay, there is also option you can download the modified data frame uh, if it is required. Okay, so now let's move to the next plot, like is bar plot. Okay, so uh, as I have chosen here bar plot, the plot is shown accordingly. Okay, so uh, we can also add some other columns, and as you can see, the diagram is modified accordingly. Okay. Now this scatter plot. So as we all know that to show the scatter plot, two very important information we informations are required. That is, which column should be on the x-axis and which one is on the y-axis. So for the on the x-axis, we can suppose here sepal length is okay. Okay, then what will be the, on the y column? Okay, so we can choose the sepal width. Next, on the x-axis, it is sepal length, and the y-axis, it is sepal width. And the scatter plot will be like this. Okay. Now move to the next one, that is box plot. And we know that it is very important plot because from the box plot, we can understand is there any outliers, right? So as we can see here, there are some outliers here. Okay. On this sepal width. So we can remove the outlier by clicking. I have inserted option to remove the outlier. So if I select on this button, you will see that outliers removed successfully. And after the removed version, we can see the box plot. So now, if it is required, we can also download the data frame after removing the outlier. So we are downloading the CSV file. Okay, download CSV. Okay, so this is the modified data frame that we have downloaded. Okay, now let's move to the next plotting. So next plot, we can choose the column again. Next plot is uh, histogram, right? So this is the histogram, and the next one is pie chart. So for the pie chart, we all know that categorical variable actually required. So we know that among the 5 columns, species is the categorical variable. So we will choose here species. So as you can see, here is the pie chart. Okay. Now after using the pie chart, there's a very important thing uh, we can do from our application. There is mod. So this is a oversampling technique. We all know. So why the error message shows? Because the target column I have chosen here sepal length, but it should be what species, right? So I have chosen here species. Now it is perfect. Now it is perfect. Okay. So Smart performed successfully, and this was the original class, and this is the sampled class distribution. Okay. Now I will show the last part, that is model training and the prediction. So for that, I have inserted a code of random forest, so user can use the interface to train the machine learning model of the uploaded data set. So for that, we need to choose which columns are the features column. Okay, so here, as we all know, without the species all these four columns are the features column. So we are selecting one by one. Okay, so these are the features column. And for the target variable, we know from the data set, one column is target variable, and random forest is the classification problem. So that's why the target variable will be categorical variable, right? So I have chosen this one. And if anyone want to change the training size, so user can easily change the ratio, can change the ratio of train set and test set. So for this analysis, it is 0.7 is perfect. And number of estimator, I'm setting here 100, that is fine. And maximum depth is 10. Okay. So using these values, a model is basically we are running a random forest model on the backend, and these are the results like accuracy, precision, recall, and F1 score. Okay. So after model train, what is the next part? Next part is to predict something. Okay, based on this model. So we also we have shown the confusion matrix. Okay, and the last part I will break the last part. The last part, that is predict new data. So for the prediction, I have uh, set an option for the users. They can set the values, the column values, just simply doing this sliding. Okay, so um, setting the sepal length as 0. So suppose 5.93, sepal width 2.83, and petal length suppose 4.55, and petal width uh, 0.10. Or suppose if I change it, okay. So this is vesicular. Okay, so this is the output. So thus we can set the values, and we can predict these spaces. So now what we can say, if this web application is designed such a way that you can upload any data set and you can do the um, this kind of analysis, like um, have the visualization and the machine and run the machine learning model, and finally we can predict, okay, using the machine learning model totally from the interface. Okay, so I think that's all about my project demonstration. Thank you so much.